Hello there, Sully here, the retired tanker yanker from My Life After Trucking. I apologize for my scruffy looking appearance. I just got up about an hour ago and haven't had a chance to get in the shower yet. But I wanted to make this video right now because I'm thoroughly disgusted about something. Well, it seems that the Nike Corporation has decided to pull a shoe which featured the Betsy Ross flag to commemorate our nation's independence. And apparently one Colin Kapernick has taken issue with this particular shoe. Mr. Kapernick is of the opinion that the Betsy Ross flag represents slavery. Well, Mr. Kaepernick, shame on you. Shame on you for not knowing the history of your country. The Betsy Ross flag does not represent slavery. It represents our nation's independence. Mr. Kaepernick, I bet you didn't know this, but African Americans fought for our revolution. They fought in the ranks of the Continental Army, and they fought in militia. There was no segregation back then. They fought side by side with white Americans. Fought for our freedom. Now, you may recall a few years ago when Colin Kaepernick was still employed by a National Football League franchise that he took a knee during the national anthem because he was protesting the treatment of African American youth by police. Now, whether or not you agree or disagree with Mr. Kaepernick's stance, you have to admit that he did have a constitutional right to petition his government for redress of grievances. Petitioning the government for redress of grievances is a right guaranteed under the First Amendment of the Constitution. And as Voltaire said, I may not agree with what you say, but I'll defend to the death your right to say it. I supported his decision to do so, not because I agreed with his position, which to an extent I did agree with, but the fundamental right, the right which people fought for, from 1776 up to this very moment, brave men and women have defended and are defending our rights. And Mr. Kaepernick does have a right to his opinion, and he has the right to express it. But I think this time political correctness is going just a little bit too far. So Nike has pulled this shoe because Colin Kaepernick thinks that the Betsy Ross flag represents slavery. Mr. Kaepernick, learn your history. Learn what America really stands for, and learn what that flag really means. So, Mr. Kaepernick, if you ever are employed by an NFL team again, and at this point I doubt that highly, take a knee all you want. But in this case, you have just lost one supporter. Happy 4th of July, everybody. And make sure that you have a safe and happy 4th. This is Sully, the retired tanker yanker, saying my 2 cents worth.